Hey there, amazing teachers. This is Nancy from EC English. Today we're diving into some strategies to make your lessons not only engaging, but so dynamic that your students will think you've got secret teacher superpowers. Let's jump in, have some laughs, and maybe even learn a thing or two. First up, setting clear objectives. Imagine you're going on a road trip. No map, no GPS, just vibes. Sounds fun until you realize you're in the middle of nowhere with a half-eaten bag of chips. Lesson planning without clear objectives is exactly like that. Instead of saying, we're learning about verbs today, crank it up a notch. By the end of this lesson, students will be able to identify and use 5 different verbs to craft sentences that Shakespeare would envy. Boom! Now you've got a plan and a destination. No wandering into educational no man's land. Now, let's talk differentiation. Your classroom is not a one-size-fits-all t-shirt. It's more like a potluck. Everyone's bringing something different, so why serve the same bland casserole? Spice it up. For example, while your advanced learners might be crafting verb-packed essays, others could start with a simple verb matchup game. Bonus points if you throw in a verb Olympics, where gold medals are stickers and bragging rights. Everyone leaves full, happy, and with just the right serving of learning. Okay, scaffolding techniques. Picture this. You're building a tower of Jenga blocks and someone tries to stick the last piece on top without a foundation. Total disaster, right? That's what teaching complex concepts without scaffolding feels like. Chaos and tears. Yours probably. Start simple, like brainstorming verbs with the class. Then outline sentences together. Finally, let them draft their own verb-tastic stories. It's like giving them the blueprint to build a skyscraper instead of just handing them a hammer and saying, good luck. Time for self-assessment, aka giving your students the power to be their own biggest fan or toughest critic. It's like holding up a mirror and saying, hey, how's it looking? Ask them to rate their understanding from 1 to 10 and write down one thing they've learned. Watching them realize they're actually getting better? That's the teaching equivalent of finding out there's chocolate in the center of a croissant. Pure joy. Now, flexibility. Teaching without flexibility is like trying to fold a fitted sheet. It's awkward, messy, and ultimately not happening. If your students are lost, take a step back. If they're on fire with excitement, go all in. Think of your lesson plan as a dance party. Sometimes it's a slow waltz, sometimes it's a full-on conga line. Either way, roll with it and keep the beat going. Oh, and if you mess up, just blame it on student-centered learning. Works every time. Finally, authentic assessment. Let's ditch the boring fill-in-the-blank tests and think bigger. Imagine asking students to write a professional email or pitch their dream vacation using all those juicy verbs they just mastered. It's like teaching them to ride a bike with training wheels. Eventually, they'll be cruising down the street, arms in the air, yelling, "Thanks, teacher." Or at least that's what we hope. And there you have it, folks, your toolkit for lesson planning superstardom. Set clear objectives. No wandering into the lesson wilderness. Plan for differentiation. Variety is the spice of teaching. Use scaffolding techniques. Jenga towers of knowledge. Encourage self-assessment. Mirrors, but make them academic. Be flexible. Dance like nobody's watching. Use authentic assessment. Real-world skills for the win. If you enjoyed this video, give it a share. Because we all know a teacher who could use a laugh and a tip or two. Don't forget to check out more videos on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. And for courses, training, or just a chat about teaching life, head to our website. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.